Thank you.
Well, thank you so very much. I know that for some 7 decades that this league has made a real difference in the lives of our youngest Americans. And I come here really not only to accept your award, but to salute you and recognize you for your important work. Day in and day out, with all your hearts, with so many people in need, you've chosen a career of service and a dedication to the life of others. A number of you know my wife Libby better than me because she likewise has committed herself, now working at the Pew Charitable Trust, to our youngest Americans. And she just has, as we were talking about it this morning, the greatest respect for this league and all that it has accomplished in many different ways through the years. And I really like the Raising the Bar for Children buttons that so many of you have on, because we need you here today as advocates for the children who cannot be here to advocate for themselves as you've done in the past. I know that while you come from a variety of organizations with diverse goals, that we share this mission to provide support and opportunity for our youngest Americans. When we're here in Washington, so often we're talking about things by the billions and the trillions, and it's really important, but to see the difference you make one life at a time, one family at a time, is very, very important also. Dave Camp provided an invaluable role in this, especially working personally with some members of the Senate that didn't understand the benefits of this down at the very last moment at the beginning of this year. Matt Whitinger, who is our Republican staff director, also really played a big role in this. And I want to honor Andrew Oquiga, who works in my office. Andrew, wave at these folks for his good work on this. In my home state of Texas, and I believe we have a few Texans here this morning. Any back there? Yes, good. You know, despite our best efforts, last year we had over 200 children die from abuse and neglect. And in San Antonio, a major part of my district, we had almost 6,000 cases of reported abuse and neglect, just an incredible level. I believe that with the signing of our Protect Our Kids Act, we cannot end all of that, but we can do a better job of sharing best practices that some of you are already exemplifying, and then looking especially at what we can do on prevention. As you know, I filed this legislation a couple of years ago, and then we narrowly crafted it not to change its broad mission, but to ensure that it made it through the legislative process without too many committees getting involved in the mix. That approach was successful. Now we need to see the appointments made by the President, by the Speaker, by the other appointing powers, so that we have a strong, diverse, and committed commission to continue this work. I look forward to partnering with you as the commission gets underway. I hope you'll be encouraging the appointing powers to move forward promptly so we can get this job done. We set a deadline for the appointments and the action of the committee, and we tried to provide it the funding to really be able to accomplish their job. This is only one part of your work and our work on behalf of children. We have some issues concerning temporary assistance for needy families and its renewal. We have a wide range of other issues affecting children. All of us are members of the middle class, and it's great that both political parties talk about the need to strengthen and protect the middle class. But I represent a number of people in Texas, folks that many of you work with, that are down there struggling on the first rung or two of the economic ladder and would love to work their way into the middle class. And I think it's important that we maintain a dialogue about them and their children and what the most effective ways are to support them to share in the American dream. Thank you for your award and for all you're doing to accomplish that. Have a good day.